Before you think of relocating or migrating or traveling to another country, I want you to put these principles or consider what I'm about to say in this video. It will save you from mental health breakdown, emotional trauma. It will regulate your high expectation and save you from anxiety. For your information, anxiety is also part of mental health problem. My name is Prince Steve. I'm a traveler by nature. I've traveled to over 8 countries in the world. So everything I'll be sharing today is based on experience. The first principle is your immigration rules. Knowing your immigration rule is very, very important. It's very vital. Your immigration rule is what governs your activities in that country. Your immigration rule helps you to know your rights and responsibility of that country. It covers it tells you what kind of visa you are carrying. Your immigration rule helps you to plan your future academically. Your immigration rules helps you in terms of job search. You know the kind of job you can do and the job you cannot do. Immigration rules, if you default in your immigration rule, it can lead to many things. It can lead to you paying fines, it can lead to a penalty, it can lead to deportation. So your immigration rule determines how far you can go. It limits you in some things. So it's always important that before you go to any country, go to the country's website, go and read about the immigration rules and see if you can survive it. If you cannot survive it, why go in there? So immigration rule is very, very important.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
And the second is the security of that country. There are some countries that even if you agree to pay me £1,000 per second, so I won't go. Before I take any job, the first thing I put into consideration is the security of that job and security of that country. Before I consider the salary, safety. So you agree to pay me a huge amount of money and this country is not safe. I don't want to mention some countries for security reasons. There are some countries that are not safe for you to go. Because if you go to those countries, you can't survive. You'll be traumatized. You'll be depressed. You cannot survive it. Next on the list is the currency evaluation. There are some countries that don't have a good currency. I love currency evaluation. Exchange rates. Tax is not my problem. I believe everybody should pay tax, but tax is for development of a country. I know some people will say some countries they pay huge amount of tax compared to other countries. Yes. As a citizen or as somebody who's making money from a country, you ought to pay tax because tax is for development, it's for security and whatever. So I believe in the principle of paying tax, and I also check the exchange rate. Any country I go to, I look at the exchange rate. Another thing to put into consideration is the health system.
Prioritize your health early enough. Eat for health.
Let me share this a little story that happened. A friend of mine was working where he was working. He works in the hospital. So they had a patient who had a fall in the toilet. So he went in there, he saw the patient on the floor and he put the alarm. Immediately, he put the alarm. The doctors, the nurses, the care workers, they were all there and called the ambulance. Within 10 minutes, the ambulance came in. They started what? Resuscitation. Immediately they came in, the ambulance that came in, they called another ambulance. These are paramedics. They came in. Swift response. Before, according to him, before he knew what was going on, another set of people came in. They're dressed like people who are going to the moon. Little did he know that they came in with the air ambulance. Immediately, they came in. How efficient is their health system? If there is challenge, is it affordable? Is it affordable to everyone? How efficient is the health system? Another thing to put into consideration before you migrate or relocate to a country is the transportation system. Check affordability of the transportation system. If you leave a country like Canada or US, you must have your own car. And you know how difficult it is when you migrate to a country, you just get into a country and you are buying a car. It's quite not easy. Because Canada, US, they don't have a good transportation system, unlike the Europe, like Italy, UK. They have good transportation system. They have railway working very well. They have buses working very well. The buses could go to anywhere and pick people. They have good network of transportation system. So know how difficult it is when you just get to a place and you are buying a car. It is not easy. So check the transportation system of that country before you go and see if it is affordable, so you won't get to that place and be stranded. So it's very important. Another thing to consider is job. Are there jobs in that country you are going to? What is the level of unemployment rate? When you're able to search this out, you won't have issues. So because without job, you can't make money. It is very important. And lastly is the weather. If you live in a place called Quebec or Winnipeg, the temperature is extremely cold. Are you a type of person that can survive a temperature? Put all these things into consideration before you make your decision.